that you didn't want to just work out just to benefit yourself, but you also want to turn that to a career into helping other people.
In my final year of university, I went to the University of Western Ontario. I got my King degree. I knew I wanted a full-time career in the fitness industry. I didn't know what kind of hat I wanted to wear, but I was pretty sure I wanted to be a personal trainer. I just love the concept of helping people with their physical fitness and designing programs. I really have a love for designing a great program to help somebody progress. I saw the power in that when I was young. It was on my heart to get into the fitness industry to help people, but also to make it a career that would sustain me. And at the time, I was hoping to have a family, and 10 years later I do, so it's worked out.
When you asked, did you ask Flav to marry you, or did she ask you?
I asked her. She was basically asking me, when are you going to marry me? After 5 months, we knew right away we were meant to be together. I didn't need to date any more people. I already had my fair share of that. I hate to use the old cliche guys, but you do know. So lock her down. Don't let somebody else grab her. When you find the right one, you will know. And I've never looked back since. I actually was ring shopping. I got engaged after 6 months.
That's just killing me. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, I was 30. I got engaged at 6 months, married 6 months later. We've been married for 3 years now. And yeah, we got a pretty cool story.
Wow, I'm so single.
Don't start crying on me now.
I'll put my Twitter up here so people can check it out.
Yeah, don't worry. She's got 8 sisters.
How does your faith affect the way you train and why you train?
Wow, that's a great question. I've never been asked this. I don't think I've ever answered this on YouTube before. For those who don't know, I was raised in a Christian home. My father was a pastor, and my parents have been in full-time Christian ministry for 35 years. I joined a Christian organization at the University of Western Ontario called Athletes in Action. If you've heard of Campus Crusade for Christ, it's kind of like the same thing. They basically help athletes to integrate their faith into their sport. I discovered that I had an opportunity to share what I believe in the way that I performed, in the way that I trained, in the way I handled defeat and setbacks. I really do believe that everything I have within the physical body was given to me, was entrusted to me to serve other people. I don't believe that God gave me this body to serve myself. I believe there's a higher calling for me to inspire somebody to get started. I try to be a positive role model. If you're a spiritual person, but you don't have your finances in order, if you don't have your relationships in order or your body in order, you're not as appealing to me. Does that make sense? But when I see somebody who's got their faith in line, they've got their career, business in line, their relationships in line, that is somebody I want to learn from. I try to witness with actions. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I really battle a lot with vanity. I want to say, I work out for myself and so I can better myself in a challenge. Right. But really it's because I want chicks to think, holy, like, damn, when they see me. Man, no, I don't know if I want this on YouTube. So,
okay, man, you're being real, man.
Yeah. And
you're not, everybody can relate to this.
So is that a sign that I should stop working out, because of like poor motives,
No, not at all, man, not at all. I struggle with that too, man. I think we all struggle with that, especially when the muscles start to grow, when you start getting attention from the opposite sex, and you start getting compliments, and you start becoming known as that ripped and muscular guy. That becomes your identity. And I'll tell you though, that isn't something you want to find your identity in because it's temporary. What happens if you drop a bar on your face and you can't train ever again? You don't have that muscle to wear as your badge, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's normal to be driven by, what you call vanity. I call it, those are called external motivators. It's good to have external motivators, but you also need internal motivators. Internal motivators are that you recognize that you have an opportunity to inspire people in your life. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your friends, your siblings, your cousins, maybe your friends at school or your business colleagues. You were given an opportunity to inspire these people. But in your life, for a specific reason, be a positive role model. Pay it forward. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So I think it's okay to have those things, but you don't want those things to be your drivers. Recognize them. Right. Be like, yeah, I look good, but don't fall in love with yourself. It's a very dangerous person to fall in love with.
Well said. You know what? That's one of these.
You like that? I could go on and on about this.
Well, I think that's like a struggle that's in the entire industry. It's fitness and it's looking good, but it's health and it's also just a balanced lifestyle as well.
For me, it's about helping people believe in themselves. People see my before and after pictures and they say, I believe that you can do it, Vince. And I'll show them all my success stories, all the people that have done it. And they say, yeah, I believe that they could do it too. But I don't believe I can do it. So I really try to build my business around using it as a platform to inspire other people to believe that they can do it. Because once the switch goes off in your brain, you'll be unstoppable. You can achieve something that isn't yet tangible, that you can't yet see.
And if you're looking for those kind of resources to help you believe, you gotta subscribe to this channel, because this guy is like totally motivating me.
You're awesome, man. I didn't ask him to say that.
No, just keeping it real.
Checks in the mail.